Welcome to yet another video of the Yes to Life show. Today we are preparing some delicious skewers that we're gonna throw in the oven, but you can also put them in a pan or on the grill for summertime when you make a barbecue. We're using some tofu, some mushrooms and a delicious sauce, and we don't use any oil. So this recipe basically consists of just a few steps. The first one is we cut roughly the ingredients that we use, we put them to a bowl. Second, we prepare the dressing, then we coat everything in the dressing, put it on skewers, and then we bake it in the oven. First, we take the tofu. As you can see, I've wrapped it in some paper towel to get rid of some of the moisture that's naturally present. And now we just cut it roughly into cubes. So we just cut it in half once like that, then into 3 strips, and then we cut it into equal cubes. They shouldn't be too big, but they shouldn't be too small either, because you want them to fit nicely in a skewer. This is sort of the size that they should have. Then I add them to my mixing bowl. We take a couple of tomatoes, maybe a handful, as well as some mushrooms. Today I found some really nice ones at the store. We have these beautiful chanterelles, and mushrooms, they're often thrown into any meat replacement dishes because they do have this great meaty texture and just a fantastic flavor. And I don't know, just look at them, they look beautiful, don't they? These I don't really cut, I just rip them into pieces maybe, throw them in there. As I said, we just have rough pieces. Okay, we got the tofu, we got the tomatoes, we got the chanterelles. Now we will lastly just take a big onion and we cut it very roughly because we want to put some of the big onion chunks on top of the skewers. So just remove the tip, cut them in half, get rid of the skin. Then we remove the top part and then we quarter them as well. Just like that. And the same with the other half. First part is ready, now it's time to prepare the sauce. For that I add everything into a blender, blend it up into a dressing, and then we coat all of the vegetables and the tofu with the sauce. I love to add some soy sauce. If you don't want to use soy sauce, because of sometimes there's wheat added inside, you can also go for tamari sauce, or you can go for coconut aminos as well. I have peeled some garlic cloves and I will add them in there as well as a piece of ginger. I just removed the skin. And some tomato paste as well. And we add a teaspoon of mustard. You can also add a bit more if you like. And lastly, it's always nice to add a little bit of acidity. That could be white wine vinegar or apple vinegar. But I will add a pinch of white wine vinegar. Just like that. Then we add a pinch of salt as well. And if you have, a pinch of smoked paprika. Add it in there. That gives some really nice smoky flavor. And this will probably be a bit creamy because of the mustard and the tomato paste. So I will add a bit of water. Not too much because we can always add in more later. Now it's time to blend it up. Now let's have a look. As you can see, it's quite thick. So I might just add a tiny bit more water, blend it again, and then we're ready to go. As you can see, it's a bit more runny right now. And don't just take my word for it. It's always important that you taste yourself. I like it. The ginger actually brings out quite a bit of spiciness. It's quite acidic because of the tomato paste and the vinegar, and a bit smoky because of the smoked paprika. We will pour that on top of our vegetables, make sure everything is coated nicely, and then we put it on top of the skewers. You can do that with either a spoon or a fork, but because we need to put it on skewers anyways, I will just use my hands. Make sure you have clean hands when you use your hands, and your hands will be a little dirty afterwards. Obviously, it looks really delicious, and at this point you can already smell this fantastic flavor of the sauce. So with our skewer, we now basically just put the vegetables on top. It's not rocket science. So I start with a little bit of onion, put it down, then a tomato, just like that. Where's the tofu? Let's find some tofu. Here is some tofu. Then maybe again some onion. Then I want to add some mushroom. Where's the mushroom? This one looks nice. More tofu. Let's put one more tomato. And you know, you can use whatever you like. It doesn't have to be mushroom, it doesn't have to be onion or tomato. You can use zucchini, eggplant, paprika, pretty much, I don't know, bell pepper in English. So I have one skewer ready right here, and I will add it to the baking tray. You can also just add it on baking paper if you like. And continue with the next one. Okay, one more. We probably get around 5 to 6 skewers right here. I make one last one and then we can put them right in the oven. All right. So I still have a couple of veggies left right here. Of course, I'm not throwing them away. I will just either add them with the skewers into the oven pan, or I will just throw them in a pan later. You can even eat it like that, but maybe the onion raw is not that tasty yet. So I will probably just throw them in a pan later. Now, very important, some towel or water to wash your hands. Now here we have all of our skewers. They look beautiful. They will now go in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius, that's 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for around 30 minutes. Then we check if they are already brown enough, we take them out. If we want them a bit more burnt, then we leave them in for another 5, 10 or 15 minutes. It depends a little bit on your oven. And as I said, you can throw them on the grill for your next barbecue, you can throw them in the pan, do whatever you like. See you back in 30 minutes. So time is up. This was around 30 minutes in the oven, but we do have quite a strong oven, so it might be that you need another 5 minutes or so. And they look fantastic. I want to try them. So, piece of tofu. It's fantastic. Piece of mushroom, let's try that. Even better. Now I will just take them and plate them on our beautiful plate right here. And I will serve it with our delicious mustard salad. That's the next recipe, and make sure to also check that out. Now for the photo, I want to make it look nice, because anything that's just coming right out of the oven usually doesn't look that beautiful. Especially here you have a lot of red and brown colors, so we're gonna bring in some green color with some chopped spring onion, a little bit of parsley, and then I also cut some of the cherry tomatoes that have not been in the oven, and then we just arrange it beautifully. And there you have your whole food plant-based skewers without any oil. It has a smoky barbecue flavor, and as I said, you can put it in the oven, you can throw it on the grill or in the pan, depending on whatever you like. So that's the perfect summer recipe for your summer barbecue. As I said, make sure to check out the other videos that we have, the barbecue sauce and the mustard salad, both super delicious, also no oil. If you did like this video, please leave a like and a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. And if you want to learn more about vegan cooking in general, head over to vcoco.com. That's our online vegan cooking school, where we partner with chefs from around the world to bring you the most delicious vegan cooking courses about vegan Italian, vegan Japanese, vegan Thai, vegan desserts, raw food, vegan cheese, you name it, everything is there. So head over to vcoco.com and claim your 7-day free trial. That means you get access to hundreds of vegan cooking lessons 7 days for free.